Welcome to Wisconsin. It is November 7th, 2024. Today, I wanted to take a look at what's going on with the market. I get asked a lot, what's going on with the housing market? What's going on with the housing market? And I remember a couple of years ago doing a lot of open houses in about 2022 when the rates were just starting to go up. Rates back then, the mortgage rates were about 3 to 3.5%, something like that. Some people had it down as 2.25, something crazy like that, I think. But I think on average they're around 3.5 to 3. And I remember when the rates started going up, doing the open houses, and you get some people that were like, "Why would I buy now? Prices are about to plummet because rates are going to go up." And I was like, "Fair enough, but let's see what actually happens." We don't know the future until the future comes, and now it's here. So we can take a look back and see when rates went up, what happened with the housing prices. So right now I've got a couple that's looking for their second house. They have a starter house, or actually have a duplex. They fixed it up a bit and they're ready to sell it, and they want to buy a single family home for themselves. And what I'm finding is from a few years ago to what you're going to get now, say in that 350 to 450 range, they're kind of looking at a ranch, 3 bedroom, maybe 1,800 square feet, which you could do that, I thought, fairly easily for 350 in 2022. Now in 2024, we're having a lot of trouble finding that for them at that price. It seems like that's snuck up to 425 or 450. And so rather than just go on a hunch, I wanted to take a deep dive in the numbers and see what actually is going on in the market. So let's go over here. I made this little graphic. This is the 36 houses that have closed in the last month in Waukesha County that have all also sold previously in the last 8 to 10 years. Or within the last 10 years, they've sold twice. Basically, they've recently closed within the last month, and then closed some point in time between last month and 2015. So going back to 2015, we only had one sample. The most samples we had was from 2018, I believe. We had 9 houses that had also sold in 2018 that had sold last month, and so we can see all the years have had price increases. Going back from 2015, there was only one sample, so that house had closed 67% higher than it had in 2015. On average, in 2016, this was the biggest change for the houses that sold in 2016 and recently resold, were up 81%. And coming more recently, houses that have sold in 2021, 2022, 2023, all had sold for higher prices, and I kind of averaged it out. It looks like recently, in the last few years, prices have been up about 4% a year, and before that, they had gone about 8% a year. Sometimes a little higher, a little lower. Anyway, the constant being that they're going up every year, even though between 2022 and now, rates have doubled. The prices of houses have not come down. And so that $350,000 home is now, actually, it's even, that price range has even gone up higher than this when I was looking at the details. This is all prices, from I think 1.5 million was the highest, down to 300,000. But in that more competitive $300,000 to $400,000 range, you're seeing those prices go up even more than this 4% a year. And I wanted to look at this mortgage calculator. Oh no, what happened to my mortgage calculator? Hold on a second. My mortgage calculator, here it is. So this is what's tough, is back in 2022, this theoretical $350,000 house, that's a nice a nice house, didn't need a ton of remodeling. You could move in, and it's 3 bedroom, good for a small family, and at $350,000, or sorry, so say it's a $350,000 price, and you put 10% down. Your monthly payment at 3.5% was $1,400. Now this $350,000 house is more like a $425,000 house. And if you put 10% down, let's just say we'll put 40 down, that's 385. Whoa, 385. And now the rate's 7.12, let's just say. So now we've gone from $1,400, I can't remember, it was like $1,300 or $1,400 a monthly payment to a $2,500 monthly payment. Still manageable for dual income, and but that's just an extra $1,000 you're paying a month, $12,000 a year. So that's hard for buyers right now. It's hard to jump in right now with new prices, new interest rates, all higher, all falling on the buyer. And what I wanted to see is, say you did buy now, and now that there's a new administration, that if we look at 2016 to 2020, the rates back then were crazy low, historically low, I think. If we end up coming back down to say 4%, it's going to be much more manageable than where we are at 7. I mean, that's a huge, you're just changing the interest rate, and you're getting an extra, what was that, $800 a month just to go back. Yeah, I think it was $600 a month. Was it? I had too much coffee this morning, I think. My brain's going a little. So 6? No, that's 8. Yeah, almost $800 a month extra, just dropping the rate down to 4%. So if this happens in the spring when things get crazy, there's going to be a lot more competition, because spring is when that's our busiest time in Southeast Wisconsin, at least. So I could see that driving prices back up again, kind of like what we saw here. Let me go back to because here's kind of like just inflation, and here was like inflation and demand because the rates were low, if that makes sense. I mean, lower rates is going to cause the prices to go up, and you just have a normal amount of demand. Say the demand is constant this whole time, but rates are lower, then you're going to have more demand, because you're going to have more demand because the rates are lower, so more people are going to want to buy with the rates lower. When rates are higher, more people kind of want to sit on the sidelines, wait for them to come down. And let me see here. If I can go here, yeah. Let me jump back and do a hypothetical here. Jumping into today's hot sheet to check out what a $400,000 house looks like as of today. Yeah, so I think this is a good example. Let me see if I can hop over. Right here in Muskego, this 1,300 square foot house for $425. Hopefully they have a recent sale that we can compare it to. Nope, no recent sale. But I mean, 3 years ago, a 1,300 square foot house wasn't going to be in the 400s. Let me see. What about this one? This is 420. 1,700 square foot. Yeah, this is kind of this house I'm talking about. This 1,700 square foot, like a 70s build, 3 bed, 2 bath on about half an acre. And where's this? This is a Muskego. I wish we had a more recent sale to compare it to. But yeah. So this is the house that is up. Where we go back to our graph here? So yeah, so if we're in 2024, so say it's up 55% from 2022. And let me go to my calculator real quick. Anyway, 50% is probably 325, 350, 335, something like that. So this house that was, say, 335 in 2021, go to our mortgage calculator. Oh, we're already there. I just need to jump over here. 325 at 3.5. And then let's say we just put 25 down to make it easy. 13, well, no, 325, 32. Yeah, so I'll put 25 down. 1347 a month at 3.5. I mean, that's a great mortgage compared to what we're looking at now. So now that house is, so they're asking 420. 420. We're gonna put 25 down, so 395. And so we said what, 1400? 7.125. 2661. That's tough. That's tough. Wages are not up 60% the way these mortgage payments are up. I mean, that's probably an 80% increase. Now, the thing is, this is Wisconsin. So, I mean, people can manage this. It's not like LA where you add a zero to the price and you're going from 3.5, 17,000. All right, this is extreme. Let's just call it 1.2 at 7. Yeah, where you're going from 5,400 a month to 8,000. So that's a 3,000. I mean, that the spread between the 3.5% and the 7% is greater than the actual payment of the higher payment from the 395, the mortgage for 395. Yeah, I mean, so things are relative. So even though things are creeping up and prices are creeping up, somehow people on the coasts are able to manage these million plus dollar mortgages. So if rates do come down, though, say under the Trump administration, they do come back down to 4%. 18, you can refinance, be at 1886. But obviously you can't get into something you can't gamble. If you can't afford 2661, don't get into a house at this price just because you don't want to gamble thinking, oh, I could definitely afford an 1886. But I don't know. That is that's where we're at. That's the state of the market right now. Is houses have been going up about 4% the last few years and 8% the years before that, it seems like, each year. And it looks like that's going to be the trend. I don't know. I can't predict the future. Who can? There can always be a black swan event, 2008, but we've recovered from 2008, and most places are more than recovered from 2008's crash. So you got to live your life. You got to live within your means and not put yourself in a bad position. But it is tough for buyers right now. The only opportunity I would say for a buyer is if we are looking at lower rates. Prices may even go up from here. So to buy in the low season might be a good idea. Oh, and if you're thinking the prices are nuts, then yeah, start looking for real estate in California and New York, Connecticut, and just be happy we live in such a great state and that prices haven't gone crazy like they have over there. Finish off, let's just take a quick look at what else is on the market today. And all right, we've got this house in Merton for 1.1 million, 1,800 square feet. Is this on a lake? It looks like it's on a lake. 50 feet of water frontage. Built in 1955. And what do we have? We have this one in Lisbon for 860. This is 4,200 square feet, 3,000 above grade, built in 2002. It's 1.27 acres. It's a nice house. See, that's a great price for this house. For when was this built? 2002. Yeah, again, because I've got LA prices in my mind after looking at that LA house in our last episode. Here we go, Lisbon. Now this is newer construction, yeah, 2024. I like this. I like this comparison. So you can see how much house you get. So this is Lisbon and Lisbon. And you see how much you get with a 2002 house. You're going to get a bigger lot. You're going to get an older house for sure. It's 22 years older. And comes with its own expenses, but you're going to get a bigger lot. What do you get here in the newer construction? 0.7 acres. So you get almost twice the acreage. Square footage, you're getting 4,262 with 3,000 above grade. Here you're getting 1,000 or 2,900 total with, so what's that? 16, 17, 1,800 above grade versus 3,000 above grade. 3.5 car garage in the 2002 build and a 3-car garage. So it's getting shrunk down a bit. The newer construction, the lots are going to be smaller. The houses are usually smaller to a comparable house built 20 years earlier. What's this? Master on the main floor, 3 upper. What's the layout here? Here, all the bedrooms are upper. What do we have? Is this another lake house? Yeah, water frontage for 675. This is nice. Oops, what happens if I make this go big? And it's still a little off center here. Let me see if I can fix this quick. Oh, all right. Let's try this. That's better. Here's your water frontage. Seems like a sensibly priced house. Seems like a nice deal. Not a lot of updates, but you can live in it just as it is, and do updates as you're living in it. Primary looked like there. Primary bath. And a little exercise room. Another garage. Lakefront. Public access lakefront. I like this. So this is 675. Sorry, I gotta go back and fix our little display here. Get out of here. Details. Little slice of paradise. Sounds good. Got this one for 600 in Sussex. 2,000 square feet. Pewaukee for 550. 550 in Summit. 540 new construction. 525 Pewaukee. More new construction. Oconomowoc. This is another house that was probably Oh, do we have a history on this? Yeah, 2016, 222. So up almost 100%. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is what's hard to buy right now. This is what's hard to come from your first home or from a duplex, trying to buy your first home, single family home, and you're not getting a lot of house at this price compared to what you were getting historically. So the good thing is if you have something to sell, yours is going to have the same price increase, and you just probably have to bump up your range of what you're looking at to the 500s, low 500s. I don't have a great example on the 5s right now. This one's really specific taste. Looking more for a ranch for them. Something like this. Closer to town though. And got this lofted ceiling and vaulted ceiling in Maguanago for $339. Is this a condo? Yeah, condo. Okay, we're getting down here. Menominee Falls, 145. What's this guy look like? Condo. Good shape. Good starter condo. Cool. And look at this last one, 275 Cape Cod-ish. 1.5 story. 275 on Waukesha. Oh, nice and clean. Dated. But cleaned up nice. And this is on 0.3 acres. Is that what they're saying? Getting tech problems. Oh no, here we go. So yeah, on 0.3 acres. Got a new computer coming tomorrow. So hopefully it's a little speedier than what I've got here going on. Got the new MacBook M4 coming in, which is supposed to be a very fast new computer. So hopefully that's the truth. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. And if you need any help listing your house in Southeast Wisconsin or looking to buy a house in Southeast Wisconsin, you can find my contact info below, jason@jsconsin.com, and I'd be happy to help you. So till next time, have a great day and see you soon. Bye-bye.